Let's take a look at how to add new users to Procare and then assign them to a group so they are allowed to perform specific tasks. Let's go to the Configuration menu and System. Inside the System configuration, go to Locations and Users and double-click on Procare Users. You can see here in this system we have two users already in place. We see Betty Smith, whose listed title is Owner, her username is BOS, and her user group is System Supervisor. We also have Dottie Richards in here. Her title is Director, and her user group is also Director. System Supervisors are able to do anything as it is the highest group and has unrestricted access to the system. Now, I want to add another staff member and assign them to a lower group so that I can control what they're able to do. I'm going to select Users at the bottom here, and then I need to create a person record, and we're going to create one called Martha Smith. When completed, this person will be able to log into Procare and perform any duties assigned as part of their user group. All that's required for a person record is first and last name. Everything else is optional. Now you can come back and fill in the blanks after the fact, or you could do it on your way through. I would encourage you to put an email address in here. By doing so, Martha will be able to show up in the engagement part of Procare as well. Once we've got Martha in here, we're going to click Continue. Martha now has a name. We're going to give her a title of Office Assistant. We're going to give her a username. It needs to be at least 3 characters. It can be many more than that. So you might start out with just her initials, MJS in this case. And the identifier is 3 or 4 characters that is used and recorded in Procare when Martha makes a change to the system, either financially or perhaps the time cards. I would encourage you to just use her initials here as well, and then go on and assign a user group to her. For her user group, we're going to assign her as an office staff user group. And then we can control what office staff members can do. Now, we can also assign more than one person to office staff or any other user group. Then we'll click Save. Martha is now in the system as a Procare user. However, she cannot yet access anything in the system. Anyone whose user group is less than System Supervisor needs to be exposed in Procare terminology. And so we'll come down here to Expose, click on the little sidebar there, and set some individual exposure settings. This database has 2 schools in it. We can assign Martha to either one or both schools if we want to do that. In this case, I'm going to assign her just to Schoolhouse number 1. She'll have no access to Schoolhouse number 2, and her Schoolhouse number 1 access will be limited to her office assistant role. We'll click Save and Exit. Once you've done that, Martha is now able to log into the system. The first time Martha logs in, she'll use her username of MJS, and her first password will also be MJS, but all lowercase. The system will then immediately prompt her to select a password that only she will know. Once that's complete, the system will also ask her to select some challenge questions in case she forgets her password. And that's all there is to adding a new user and assigning that person to a user group in Procare Desktop.